Hi there, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Khaki.
And we are sisters, business partners, and shocker, best friends.
This is our podcast, Two Sisters in Business. We'll let you decide who's older.
We hope you'll join us while we talk about what it's like to work with your sister, to be a mom, and run a family business.
So listen to us in the pickup line at school or while you're having your morning coffee.
We want you to be inspired to start that side hustle, escape the stresses of the day, and most importantly, laugh along the way.
Find us at Spotify, Apple, or wherever your podcasts are found.
And in case you're wondering, I'm the oldest. We hope you'll join Khaki and me. This is Two Sisters in Business. Welcome to Two Sisters in Business.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you.
We have a really special guest today. Erin Gates is with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so happy to have her on.
So excited.
This has been a long time coming. Well,
I know.
not that long, I guess, but we were hoping to record before the holidays and then craziness, life, and all of that.
Yes.
And I am so excited to have you here today, Khaki as well.
Very much
and
so.
I actually will. I don't want to say throw you under the bus, Khaki, but Khaki is a secret interior decor fanatic.
Yeah.
I am, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for my second phase of life when my three
Yes.
boys are not chaotic and throwing my house under the rug,
Yes.
in a mess.
I know.
Yes. So
When I
Trust
can
me,
renovate,
I get
do my
it.
entire house.
yeah. And then I also have this vision that she will become an interior designer as their second act once we're ever
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing Dudley Stephens. So,
But I've been following you forever, and I'm a big
Oh.
fan, and this collaboration has been such a fun collab. And I mean, our first style that dropped sold out so quickly. The leopard,
So fast.
I mean, it was amazing.
So
and
fast.
Like your fans are huge fans and such a loyal following, which we saw from that first drop of the leopard pullover.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just so much fun. So we're excited to chat with you today and hear a little bit of your background and
Yeah.
and have a fun conversation.
Yeah. And that's what we always have been saying about these chats with female founders, tastemakers like yourself. And it's fun for us because we get to learn more about you too. So it's like a very
Yeah.
personal thing as well, because it's like learning all about your background too.
Yeah.
So Erin is an interior designer, tastemaker, mom, entrepreneur, founder, all of the things. And I, first on my list of like what I would just love to chat about is
Yeah.
all the hats that you wear. And like we talk about that a lot as women and
I'm sure.
female
Yeah.
founders and business owners and all that. But what I love about what you do is you're influencing both in the home and what we're wearing, and that's really hard to do. Like, yeah, you've captured an audience that is dialed into what you're wearing out of the door down to like the paint on your walls, like So, so tell us a little bit about the evolution of that and what came first. Like, I know we've been following you for so long, but like I would
Yeah.
love to know how that all came about.
So I grew up in a family where my dad and my grandparents ran a women's department store. So they owned it. It was my great-grandparents started it when they came over from Ireland.
Amazing.
Then my grandparents ran it, and then my father ran it, and my mom worked there. That's how they met. So I grew up amongst clothes and fashion, and that was kind of our whole family business. So I always thought that would be what I did. But also simultaneously, my dad self-taught himself to be an architectural designer. So he was kind of straddling between fashion and architecture. And eventually architecture won over and that became his career. But I was like, ooh, I like both. So I grew up like admiring homes and learning about architecture and playing at the drafting table, but also loved like the fabrics and clothes. And I mean,
Yes.
God, I mean, the pictures of me in like 6th grade, I thought I was so fly, but it's so gross. Like, am I limited to,
Yeah. Yeah.
ugh. But I was always such a huge fan of fashion, and I did originally try to go into fashion, and I went to New York and worked for Joseph Abood and Donna Karan.
Amazing.
And I was just not cut out for that Devil Wears Prada
Yeah.
It's
gang.
true. Yeah.
You know, like it just was like, yeah, I don't know about this. So ultimately, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So I ended up working at an art gallery, selling art, and doing a bunch of other things, and kind of landed in interior design as a combination of fashion and interior and architecture. I think that's where
Yes. Good point.
interior design is. I think people who are interior designers are innately fashion people.
Yeah,
right.
They may not.
They all have great
May
style.
not be part of their job, but it is, you know, if you love details and fabric and texture and color, like most likely that's translated into
Yeah.
your wardrobe as well. And,
Right.
and you kind of like both things. So,
Totally.
you know, I started out in fashion and then ended up interiors, and that has been, but I haven't lost that love of fashion. So I did have like originally, I had a handbag collection. I had, you know, I started a blazer company with one of my friends. Like I always wanted to keep my hand in the fashion world. And that's why this collab was so exciting. Cause it's like, okay,
Yay.
get back into it. Yeah.
Well, I have to say on that note too, like, so our collaboration with Erin, she's wearing one of our tops right now that will be dropping around when this episode goes live. And it's our Park Slope in French Terry with a camel place stripe. And then our first one was a leopard print Sherpa that we have already mentioned has sold out immediately. And on the note of you also loving fashion, working with you was so awesome because your attention to detail with the color too.
Yes. Yeah.
And like the fit and the cut of the styles. Like I really appreciated that you understood all of that, like kind of
Right.
inherently, right?
Yeah.
And
You understood it. You helped us too. Like
Yes.
like because picking out colors is one of the hardest things to do, and the way the color looks
Yeah.
in a Pantone book may come out so differently when it's actually
Yep.
printed.
It's so true.
It's
Yeah.
such an art to know what colors look
Same
good
for
together.
paint.
And
Like,
yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, paint's the same way too. On the chip and on the wall is very different.
So different.
So different.
Yeah. I
my
think,
gosh.
you know, my textile, like I had, you know, I have a rug collection and I had a pillow collection. Like I've been working with that Pantone book forever. So I know like how tricky, because, you know, on the chip versus on a pillow fabric, it's the same as like
Yeah.
on a fleece. Like
Right.
you kind of got to see, you can say like, ideally this is the palette, but then you see it printed and you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
that's not right.
Or the paint
so
goes up on
true.
your wall and you're like, no.
Yeah.
You're like, I thought this was gray, but it is 1000% purple.
Yeah.
You know, like it happens.
Oh,
it
the grays
happens.
and
So
purples.
true.
I
Oh
know.
gosh.
So I do think we're working with the same vocabulary. It's
Totally.
just
Yep.
two different executions of a very similar product.
Yes.
So it is helpful, I think, to work with people who understand that.
Yeah. So tell us then what led you to opening your own design studio and running your own company.
So as I mentioned, my dad was an entrepreneur and taught himself how to be an architect, not a legal architect, but an architect from books. And when I was thinking about going into design, I was like, I got into a master's program. I was like, okay, I guess I have to go back to school for 4 years and
Yes.
get a master's in interior design. And it just like wasn't sitting great with me because I'm like, my strength isn't ever going to be the technical aspect. It's going to be the vision and the creativity. And both my husband and my dad were like, I think it'd be smarter to just like work in the industry and try out, you know, your skill set first before you commit to school. And if you find you can't get a job or move forward in the industry without that degree, then great. But why don't you try first and see what you can learn that way, and if you can make something of yourself through just doing.
Yes.
And that was the best advice I ever got.
I love that.
I am never going to be, and just like my dad's firm was, like he hired licensed architects to work under him, but his strength was the bigger picture and the big
Yes.
creative vision. And
I love
I'm
that.
now in the same boat. I have designers who are all, like, you know,
Yes.
got their master's degrees and are great at CAD and great at all of those fine details of making sure things don't, you know, fall off the walls.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm more like, I want to, you know, I love that bigger picture. So
Yeah.
I did in 2007, I had started my blog, And
wow, you were like a real pioneer.
it's been like 19 years. Yeah, 18,
Because like
19 years.
Instagram didn't really start until 2011. So you
No.
were blogging.
Yeah.
So what was like, sorry, technical, but like what was the back end of your blog? Like what did you use to build it in
Blogger.
2007?
It was called Blogger, and it was like really old school. And
Yes.
it's insane to look back at like those
Yeah.
first
Oh,
posts.
that
Like
is-
it's
oh my
just
gosh. Okay.
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
You're almost on 20 years too.
I know.
Okay.
I know. So yeah, I started the blog and I started getting some inquiries, like helping friends pick out couches and,
Yep.
paint colors. And I started getting like people who weren't my friends, like
Yes.
asking me
Yeah.
to help. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So that kind of snowballed to the point where I could quit my day job, and I gave myself a year to try
Wow.
to open this business and see if I could make it work.
Yep.
And if after a year, I'd find another paying job and continue doing it as a side hustle. And
It took off.
it worked.
It worked, and
To my amazement,
Yeah. But you're
here I am, so.
probably one of a very few, cohort of female founders in any industry that had a blog and then a business kind of bloom together. Like that is
Together.
Yeah, which is really
It was like, almost simultaneous, which is funny. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, the blog was probably going a year or so before I tried the business aspect, but it was pretty crazy.
that they're kind of hand in hand, supporting each other too. Like you're getting new
Very
clients from.
much.
They see your taste level and your aesthetic on your blog, and then you rope them in as a client, or you have a meeting with them, or word of mouth. I
Right.
just feel
Yeah.
like that's everything in
It
interior
is.
design.
It's the best marketing. I mean, truly, I have never bought or paid for advertisement.
Amazing.
Ever
Yeah.
in 18, 19 years I've been doing this, because the blog and then Instagram,
Right.
Yep.
they're your best marketing tools, and they cost nothing. It's just your effort and how much energy you put into them. And so I think it's interesting, for someone starting now, it's so much easier to get your name out there if you just really put a lot of effort behind social media.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
The blogging was kind of like a little bit more of a trudge. 'Cause
Yeah.
People went right into it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
ultimately, it was the best decision.
That's so great.
Well, you're extremely smart to know that, like to start the blog and understand that from the
Like,
start,
totally.
like because
Yeah.
many people didn't realize that back then, that
No.
that was the way to do it.
And I feel like if you were starting a business, you'd probably think, "Oh, I should put all my energy into the business." And
Yeah.
because the blogging, like you said, it's a trudge. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Right.
Blogging.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
I blogged. Yeah, I did a full post every single weekday for like 10 years.
Oh my
5 years.
gosh.
And they were like long and involved, and it would take hours a day.
Yes.
And that was my investment in developing my brand and
Yes.
my aesthetic and my business. And so I don't know if I understood it, but I just felt like that's how I was going to kind of process everything and process how do I do this and what do I want to do with this, and
Yeah. Like a behind the scenes.
who do
almost.
I want to work with. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so, okay, so now tell us about your team. When we met, when you were in Greenwich for one of your book signings, I always love hearing about the women that work with you, and you don't have to name them by name, but like, what does your team look like? Like how, and over time, you've built it up, or you've had less people or whatever. But so what does it look like today? And what's your like daily interaction with everybody?
Yeah, so I have an office that is a mile down the street from my house, which is
That's
heaven.
amazing.
Yeah.
As a working mom, it is like my commute is 5 minutes, and it is
Yep.
awesome.
That's great.
And that is by design.
Yeah. Love it.
So I've always made sure my office it started out in my guest bedroom, with no employees for years. And then I had, one part-time employee, and slowly, and then I was like, I think I need a big girl office. And then I, worked out of like a really gross studio. And now we have a beautiful space here in Wellesley.
Amazing.
And now, so I have in my office is myself, and then I have 3 designers who work with me. Some have been with me, I think, 13 years.
Oh, wow.
Some others like 7 or 8. Like, I am proud of the retention
Yeah.
I've maintained.
Yep.
This business is very the turnover is typically very high.
Yeah. I bet.
There's some big personalities in design. I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Yeah.
Much like fashion.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
So, and I've worked for them myself. So I
Totally.
know, it's like you got to find the right person to work with.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to say that I have employees that are like, I'm going to die in this office. I'm never working for anyone else. And that is
that's
a
awesome.
huge compliment.
Yep. It's hard to
As
find that.
you understand,
Yes.
like it's hard to find that on
Yes.
both ends, I think, as an employee and an employer.
Yep.
So true.
So I have those 3 designers who really help me on every project. Every project we take on, it's myself and then a designer. And then I have 2 project managers who do all the ordering and coordinating and invoicing
Yep.
and all of the nitty gritty, which I think it's great to have separated out. A lot of designers will have their design team do all of that and
Right.
not have a separate procurement team.
Right. Okay.
I like that I have people who are dedicated to certain things. Like the procurement team doesn't want to be a designer.
Yep.
They're really good at organization and
Yeah.
all of
Yes.
that. And the designers are good at designing. So we get to spend our time doing what we're good at.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so nice.
important.
I have a director of brand development and business. And so she helps me with all my license collections,
Yeah.
the books, and then kind of vetting and onboarding clients, different opportunities, promotional opportunities, things like that. And then we have an office assistant who helps a couple days a week with just,
Yeah.
keeping us organized.
Whatever comes up.
Yeah, I did have a social media person at one point, an additional, so I did have 9 people at one point.
Yeah.
And I don't know, my brand is so personal that it's just
know.
hard for me to hand over the social media because it's always been my voice.
Yeah.
And my blog has always been me talking with you like a friend. And so
Yep.
I do all my own social media. I mean, with the help of somebody
Some
else in my
people.
office.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the time.
But I think that's so important too. And like, I don't know, did you come to this business organization and set up like over time, or was it something you saw like you've learned along the way to get there?
Oh yeah.
Because it sounds
Oh,
so
yeah.
well thought out.
does,
Like,
yeah.
yes.
Oh no, that's just like 18 years of like, does this work? Nope.
Yes.
This.
Okay.
In the beginning it was like me doing everything by myself, and I learned I am innately not a super organized person. So
Yeah, me neither.
that's just not my strong suit. So, ordering and coordinating installations is not what I should be spending my time on. So that is, originally it was like, that's the person I hired. And then it was like, oh, I think I need more people to help, and you're trying
Yeah.
different iterations of how does this team work. And then I think what we've ended up with is really, really good, really strong.
It sounds it.
Does. I love the idea of separating the procurement and the designers because
Totally.
that lets
It's
the
a very-
designer's mind kind of
a hard
stay
job,
in the creative world and not worry about the numbers in the organization. Like we kind of learned that this year. I took over a lot of the finances and I'm staying in the numbers world, and Lauren is able to keep her mind in the creative world a little bit more, and it's worked well this year.
Yeah. And I think, because also like what Erin was saying earlier, like you need someone to have the vision and carry
Yeah.
it through and like, and also keep with that vision when things are stressful or busy. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Otherwise
it needs to be separate.
yeah, it needs to be separate. So
It does. Like you need to admit what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses as a business owner. And I know my weaknesses very well.
Yeah.
And I outsource those weaknesses
Right.
as much as possible. And I still need to do more of that, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot on my plate. And this year has been, I'm like, 2026 is my year of like, what do I enjoy doing? What am I best at doing?
Yep.
And I need to make sure that every day that's what I'm focused on and not
yeah.
and how can I spend less time on the stuff that stresses me out, that I'm not great at, that I don't want to manage,
Yeah.
so that we're all
Yeah.
we're
And
more successful that way.
I think what
Yeah,
I've learned
that's smart.
Yeah, and on that note too, like there's someone else will want to do the things that you know,
Yeah,
and
it's
will,
so true.
they'll want to and they'll be good at it. It's not like saying, "Oh, I need to outsource this as a weakness or a bad thing." It's like, no, there's probably someone that will be psyched to do that.
That's
Right.
what they like. They love Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Great. I don't.
Yeah.
My husband loves them. Like my husband's job, I'm always like, I joke he's like Chandler Bing. Like I don't actually know what he does because it is so not what it's insurance and numbers and oh my God, like and like oh I just a lot of circling back and and I'm just like, but he loves it.
Yep.
And it's just so funny. And then he comes to my office and he's like, I don't know, this is
This is
no.
not. Yeah.
That's so funny.
You guys are all working in silence and headphones, and everyone's like, he needs to be like, everyone, like I said, it's just a matter of identifying, finding those people that
will
don't
do
assume that someone doesn't love to do bookkeeping.
Exactly.
I mean, that is a career for a reason.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So true.
Are there any projects that have stood out and that like you just were favorites or like just very memorable, and like what are they? And I'm gonna look them up after we get off the podcast.
Well, one you won't be able to because I haven't been able to photograph it.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I ever will be able
darn.
to.
Is it like
a hard part?
Someone have a note like
This business is. There are people who just want to be super private.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
Yeah.
So that was like my biggest project I've ever done.
Oh,
It was like a double brownstone in Back Bay.
Oh my gosh.
Double.
Like
wow.
Double. So they bought 2 whole brownstones, gutted it. It was
Oh, my
years
gosh.
of work.
That's incredible.
Ballroom and 3 kitchens and
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
movie theater and golf simulator like on the 5th
Oh
floor.
my God, I have like
Oh,
chills
wow.
right now.
I know, I do too.
It sounds so crazy.
That's amazing.
Bonkers, elevators, and maybe I might reach out and see if maybe they'll let me shoot, but that was an extraordinary project.
Wow.
Wow,
There
that's
have been
amazing.
sneak peeks on the blog, like stuff I took with my phone, but nothing professional, which is a bummer.
Wow. Yeah.
That was really exciting because that was a crazy, no expense spared project.
Yeah, like they come in and they have no budget. You're
Yeah.
like, yes.
No, that's
Go
just
to
not
town.
like even part of the discussion. It's all just like, what do we want? It doesn't really.
Wow.
Which like do you
So that's fun.
do
It
you
comes
find
with
that-
its own pressures.
That's what I was going to ask. Like when they say
Yeah.
no budget, is that good? Does it kind of, then there's so many options.
It's great. There are so many options. You get so overwhelmed, and also the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
You
right.
know, like the expectations are higher. You really got to be really on top of your game, and luckily we were, and it came out amazing.
That's so
And it was
great.
very stressful and scary, but it was also wow.
Yep.
Like we did that.
Yeah.
And we met some great builders and other people in the business through that.
Yep.
But we also have like dream unicorn clients. Like in my new book, there's a project in Lincoln, Mass, and it's a couple from Carmel by the Sea, California, and they are literally just a joy, and also like very healthy budget.
Yeah.
It was a second home, so second homes are always fun because the pressure's a little bit lower. People are willing to have a little bit more fun and do things maybe a little outside their comfort zone.
Yep.
They were just kind, trusting.
Yeah.
I think in interior design, trusting the person you decide to work with is huge. You have to let them do their thing.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for. So I think when people get a lot of people overthink stuff and pull all their friends, and then it starts getting very mucked up. And I think like these clients really were just like we'd show a board and they'd be like, great, do it.
Right.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's great.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Love that.
so then I got to go and do their house in California. So that was fun too.
Oh,
fun.
that's great.
Yeah, we've had a few, like the Essex project in the new book in Connecticut, kind of sort of down your way. So much fun. Such an amazing young family. Great taste, great love of color, just fun, just fun,
awesome.
you know? And I love working with people. You get to know people really well.
Yeah.
Working with them for 2 years and in their home, and they're just lovely people that, you know, when I'm down there, now I'm doing another person in their family's home. When I'm down there, I meet the wife for a drink. I mean, it's just, they're
You become
fantastic
friends.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to go into a house like when they first move in and start fresh, or do you Like, what's your favorite, or do you go in after they've been living there? Like, what's your favorite idea?
Yeah, like the process.
My favorite
Concept.
is being involved from the beginning. So,
like building or
before I got building,
Yeah,
building
okay.
or renovating, like right at the beginning, like show me like an old house that we're gonna redo, and before it's been touched. Like
Yeah.
that's when I want to get involved.
Yeah.
Because I really do love the process of not just picking the furniture and the fabrics and everything, but actually creating the entire home
Yeah.
interior. So that's where you can have fun. But it really depends on the house, the people. I mean, it could even be like, I'm not doing any renovation and it's just doing decor, as long as they're fun, open-minded, trusting, and,
Yeah.
so
So
it really depends on the project.
So
Yeah.
controversial question, but are there people that you decide not to work with too?
Yes. A lot.
A lot.
Well,
'cause,
with
yeah.
their success, you can, right? I
Right.
mean,
Yes.
Luckily, I'm in the position where I can say no,
Yes.
and I do.
Yeah.
And I've fired people too. Like I
Yeah.
have fired very big clients.
Yeah.
For mistreating
Right.
my subcontractors.
Yep.
For my light went off. For
Yeah, I feel
just like feeling like it's just a bad fit.
Yes. Yep.
So I think you have to admit that, like, when it doesn't work for either of you, like
Yeah.
that's in our contract. Like anybody can terminate that relationship at any time.
yeah.
Right.
And so
And-
yeah, there are people that I'm just like, this isn't at this point we do have a minimum. Like we're not just doing
Right.
little bits here and there. Like we do have a minimum.
Yeah.
But at the beginning I took everyone and anything.
Yeah.
Obviously.
When you're
for
getting
years
started.
and years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
do
it's
you-
good for you. It's
Yeah,
good for you.
and learning and everything. Do you
Yeah.
still work with friends? Like, do you help friends out too?
I do.
Because
and it depends on
who they are. Like,
Go ahead.
I have two
Yeah.
friends that I've worked with in my house, and they're very dear friends. And I find that to be so nice for me personally, because they're like, I don't know, they get me, they know my family, they know my husband, like I don't know. So do you help people out, like, when you can,
Yes.
I guess, right?
Yes, I do. I do. And it depends, like, if it's a friend that I'm like, I don't know if this is, like, I love them as a person, but maybe, like,
Right.
the way they work is not a match for me, I'll be like, sometimes they'll just say, like, I just don't have, sometimes I don't have the bandwidth,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like,
Yep.
but then there are people that I adore and I'm happy to help out with. But that's a very tricky, and you've got to make it professionally. You've got to be like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you still need to sign a contract. You still have to give the deposit. You
Yep.
still have to do all these things.
Yeah, there has to be a
Just to
respect.
make sure that, no one is feeling like
Yeah.
taken advantage of, or that they're not getting the same amount of attention. That's the other thing, is like, I don't want to be like, yes, and then they go to the back of the line because they're my friend, and then they don't feel like they're getting the same attention.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I treat them like a regular client,
Right.
like a normal client.
I think that is
I know.
a good lesson too.
It is.
just
I know
for-
working with friends can be very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Especially
very
like
difficult.
when you're in their home. Like, it's like their
Yes. Yeah,
personal
so
space.
personal.
Yeah.
yeah.
So tell us about your 3 books that you've now published, written. What your first book, like what how did that come about? Were you like, now, I mean, you're writing, so like it was kind of
Yeah.
like you're like teed up to do it, but how did that first get started?
From the blog.
Yeah,
It was
from the blog.
crazy. So I had written, my blog had a lot of personal essays on there, and that's actually what happened. Is I wrote this personal essay about having an eating disorder as a teenager, and one of my readers was a literary agent and was like, have you thought about writing a book? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Of course not. Like, no, writing a book.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible.
And I already had like a lot of content from the blog. So basically we packaged it up as, here's the pitch, here's some images, here's some writing. This is what it'll be about. And here's, like my readership and,
Yeah.
what I've done. And we did some desk sides and went out to bid, and I got 8 bids
Wow.
from like
Oh my
every big
gosh.
publisher in the world. It was insane. It was
That's
insane. I'll never
amazing.
forget that night. I'll
my
never
God.
forget it. It was wild.
Yeah.
And they're coming in, and the numbers were like crazy, and I was like, "What is
gosh.
happening?"
That is
and
so
celebrating
awesome.
and being like, "Oh my God!" And Simon and Schuster was who I wanted. That's who I really
Yeah.
liked the most of all the publishers.
Yep.
And they came in with the highest bid too.
Oh
and I was
my
like,
gosh.
done.
surreal.
And just celebrating with my husband and being like, oh my God, I have to write a book. like, ah! Oh my God.
That's
So that
amazing.
was, but I didn't have kids at the time. So I
Yeah.
had just moved into this house.
like, bring
and
it
I
on.
didn't have kids, and I had like a couple employees, and I wrote a book in 9 months, and
Oh, wow.
boom. And then it became a New York Times bestseller
Yeah.
first week it was out. And it was just like, how is this my life? Like,
And I
how
know.
is this my life?
And that, sorry, what year was that in again? I know you told me 2000, was it 11 or
2014.
2014? Okay. Okay.
It was
got
the year
Yeah.
before my son was born. Yeah,
Yes.
because right after that, I was like, okay, now I'm having a baby.
Now is the time.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I've accomplished enough. I'm now I
Yeah.
to have a baby.
Wow. That
my
is
gosh.
so awesome. Congratulations on
Yeah.
that story and
amazing.
everything. That's so great.
It's so funny. You're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And you're like, oh no, now I have to write a book. like we've experienced
dread,
that so
like,
many times
yeah.
as
Oh,
entrepreneurs.
what did
You're
I
like-
just commit
Yeah,
to?
yeah. You're like celebrating. You're like,
wow.
oh no.
yeah. Like, okay.
I don't know how
here
to
we
do
go.
this. Yeah. Like, I've never written a book. Like, what?
So great.
So it was just crazy.
Oh my
and then,
gosh.
so then they offered me a second one right when the first one came out. And I was like, well, obviously I'll say yes to this. I've
Yeah.
already done it. But then I had a kid, and then it became harder. But then the
Mm.
second book came out, and then it became even harder when
Yes.
I had 2 kids,
2 kids,
and
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh.
Lockdown, and had to write. So this new book took 4 years to
Okay.
write, which
Well, that's inspiring to
was
hear
a
that,
lot.
though. Like, yeah, that like it
Yeah.
took time, but you got it done. So
eventually I got it done. I know my sweet editor, I was like, I swear it's coming.
Yeah.
I swear it's coming. I will get you. I am a perfectionist. I will not leave you hanging.
Right.
I will
Yeah.
get you
Yeah.
a book.
yeah, and also you want to make sure it's what you want to put out in the world too.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's very exciting, but it's very scary,
yeah.
frankly.
Well, I give you
Yeah.
so much credit for also mentioning the personal thing too. Like, putting personal stories out is so hard, and I think it's so appreciated by people. Like, I don't know, just hear
It is.
I think people really it resonates with people. It gives you like real humanity, and I don't know. I think it's a really commendable thing.
It's a really gratifying thing. It's very scary to do, but it's therapeutic for the person, I think, telling the story. But it's
Yeah.
also like the number of women who have gotten pregnant through IVF after me talking about my IVF
Yeah.
journey
Yep.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like women are like, I followed you, and then I did this, I changed my doctor, and now I have 2 kids.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
or they went to my doctor. Like I went
Yeah.
out and
Told
it turns
people.
out like
Yeah.
the girl across the street from me went to that same fertility doctor. Like it's just women will come up to me and be like, "You're the reason I got pregnant," and I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
"Really?
Yeah.
Just because they're like, well, I was scared to do IVF, and then you went
Yeah.
through the whole process
Normalized
out
it.
loud, and made it less like
Scary.
I don't know, it's
Scary.
always so like
Yeah.
secretive and scary
Yeah.
and like ooh."
Well,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
how
I
I found you, actually, because I was going through IVF around the same time you were, I think, and that pulled me in when you were talking about all that back in those days.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, because your oldest was born in 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I was
Yeah,
mine's
he's 10.
Yeah, that's so great. Well, I mean, even just I always think if one person feels
Yeah. If you help
changed
just
and-
one person, it's
Yeah.
Just one
worth it.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, the eating disorder thing. Like I've jumped on phone calls with people who are like, my daughter's dying. I don't know what to do. Like, if I can do it, what I do is very lovely, and I'm not saving lives. I do think I'm improving people's lives by helping
Yes.
them
Yeah.
feel really happy in their homes. But that part of what I've done with my career is probably the most satisfying and
Yeah.
as a human,
Yes.
that I've helped anybody with any certain thing that improves their life. It really just
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. That's so great. And now you're improving their lives by designing Dudley Stephens.
I know. Which Lauren, I remember I like DM'd you like probably 10 years ago or whenever you guys started. And like, I think I asked you to like make a certain version of a pullover cropped.
Yes. So, and that
we
was
still need to talk about.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, and that was where like our Greenpoint style, you inspired that, which was the level in between the length. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And anyway, so I feel like the love has gone both ways for a while. And
I have like 14 turtlenecks still in my closet. I mean, there was a year where I wore nothing but Dudley park slopes and
especially
or green points eventually.
Like COVID times too, when our kids you're home and all that.
Gosh.
Oh yeah.
And my daughter loves them.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Well, your daughter in the leopard print in the photo shoot,
adorable.
I can't. That was like
she loves the camera.
That girl is watch out.
I know.
Watch out.
But it was so funny.
She's something.
My daughter saw those pictures at some point and she was like, "Who is that, mommy?" And I was like, "The Erin Gates." And I explained the collaboration. And it inspired my daughter to want to model for Dudley Stephens because she was so cute. And I was like, and my daughter's very tricky. Like she will, she won't. But she was like, "Mommy, I want to do a photo shoot." And I was like, "Yes." So
look at Emma Gates as an influencer. She influences people to model.
And Elle's 8. So like this, but she was like, "No, I love this." And I was like, "Yep." See how she's like posing and smiling and like it was so cute. So I have to thank you for that.
I created a monster. I created a monster because now she's like every day she's like, "Okay, I would like to have a photo shoot," and I have to like take pictures of her.
Yeah,
she's
right.
like,
no, it's so
she
cute.
might be following the fashion world footsteps.
Yes, fashion
she
blogger.
says that's what she wants to be.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great.
She's like, "I'm going to be a fashion designer." I was like, "Good for you, girl."
That's so cute.
Mommy can help you.
Yeah. Well, our leopard Sherpa print sold out so quickly, and it was we knew it would, but then just to see it sell out so quickly was like
it was
amazing.
So exciting.
Yeah. And it was the first time we had done anything like that, and it was all your concept, vision, everything, and now we have this next style coming out, which will drop right around when this episode airs, and I think this is like such a classic silhouette style, and what I love about what you did with the black with the camel, and it goes to like the color and being the interior designer fashion, like the colors are so great. And so they're neutral, but they're cool. And I wore it yesterday with like cream jeans in the winter. And like, I don't know, I was just like so happy about it. So I just love that you picked those colors.
It was like, I was like, is this going to come out fleshy? Like, I don't know. And then we got the sample in and I was like, this is good. Like, this is good. Like, it's just one of those things, but we were also thinking about it. I mean, frankly, like marketing the leopard and this together, like what colors are going to go together if they came, if there was an overlap in the marketing, it made more sense that they had like a continuous color scheme.
Yeah.
But I'm a neutrals gal. Like black and camel is my...
Same. Yeah. I know. And I feel like it's so timeless too. Like you buy this piece when it drops and like you will have it every winter season. I just think it won't go out of style.
But it also goes into spring. Like the weight of this is really, really great.
Yeah.
Like all the girls in my office tried them on and is like, they're all like, yes,
I know.
this
I
is
did
like,
want to know.
Going to spring.
Yeah.
It's made out of our French terry, which is the new fabric that we dropped this fall. So it's
lighter weight.
It's a lighter weight. So
I
it will
feel
take
like-
you through.
I mean, where we
you
live,
could wear it in the summer.
Boston, Connecticut, like Wellesley, we're wearing this through June.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
I know.
Yes.
White jeans. I mean, I wore it with like a cream jean yesterday,
Yeah.
but I feel like all through spring.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Totally.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And so look, before we sign off, and this is a love-hate relationship with this sort of question that Khaki and I have, but what is your like long-term vision if you have one, or is it just to keep doing what you're doing? Like, I mean, I feel like you're doing all these things and doing them so well. So, but do you have like something that you pie in the sky would just, or is it like a client, someone like a client, a vision board or something?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I made a list. Made a list the other day, and I was like, here we
good
go.
idea.
I'm not a manifester, but I do just like sometimes putting things out in the world. It's crazy what happens. Like it's happened to me before where I've done a blog post like, oh, I wish I could do this. And then the opportunity is like presented, weeks later. So probably, definitely continuing what I'm doing again, like really honing in on projects that I'm really, really, really excited about.
Yep.
I have really loved doing these licensed collections.
Yeah.
I love making product. Like it's so fun
Yes.
to put stuff out in the universe that like I want that I'm not able to find for myself or for a client, and typically at a price
Right.
point that is not
Crazy.
prohibitive
Yeah.
from people, buying. So it's translating kind of like my higher end client stuff into more accessible products. So furniture and fabric are two that I haven't done yet.
Oh,
So we have wallpaper, mirrors, rugs,
yeah.
and
So
some
furniture.
furniture. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like furniture line, fabric line,
This is going to happen. I can feel
and
it.
maybe, yeah, some more fashion stuff,
More fashion.
truly.
Yeah.
Like I do have like things that I'm like, oh, I need the
Well,
perfect this,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
and then I would love to design a hotel or an inn,
Ooh, yeah.
like a really cute, cool inn.
Yep.
And eventually someday I would like a shop, even though I know retail doesn't make a lot of money. I have it in my blood.
know.
I've
Yeah.
always wanted a little shop.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
maybe
I
like,
can picture it.
later on when I'm slowing down, it's more of like a shop with like some design clients. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I can
I love that.
totally picture that.
Yeah.
I would love to have a shop too, but we're also feel the same way. It's like, where do we want to put our time and energy?
Yeah. It's a whole other
but-
business.
And everyone who has a shop is like, don't do it.
I know. I
Like,
keep
literally everyone, they're like, don't, and I'm like, but you do it.
I
and
know.
It's great. And they're like, don't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm
just
okay.
over the holidays, I went into a little local store that's adorable, and they're killing it. And she was like, "Don't do this." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks."
Yeah, I know. And I was like, but what?
Yeah, but why? I know but it is a lot. It's a lot. Yeah,
It's a lot. It is a lot. But even if it's like something that you could do too, it's like more of like a showroom. So it's not a mass amount of stuff stocked on the floor, and it's not a huge retail space.
right.
Yeah.
It's more of like a place you can show off, like here's what I'm
marketing.
into, and like curated things.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I have in my head, not like a giant 10,000 square foot furniture
No.
store.
Yeah.
Just like
Right.
a cute boutique that has like, I don't know,
Yeah.
samples of things you produce and then things that are your favorite that you find that are cool that kind of all coordinate.
Yep. I love that.
Love that.
All right, we're manifesting all of
Yes.
this. Yeah,
It's happening.
All right. Let's do it.
especially the furniture fabric collab. I feel like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I love
And
that
another
idea.
fashion collab. If other fashion
Yeah.
brands are listening, you are a dream to work with. We said that so many times in the office, like because it's
Oh,
so
thank
true.
you.
Yeah, like it's really nice working with someone who has that vision and is like knows, like it's hard to find that. So
Well, and then, I mean, obviously the product spoke for itself and sold out, but like, that it's going to be a good product because the passion went into it.
yes,
And we all loved what came out of
loved
it. Yeah. So
exactly.
And I think,
yeah.
having a clear vision and being able to communicate effectively what your vision is
Yeah.
is so helpful for me as a designer and for you as fashions designers. Like having a client come to you and be like, here's my vision board, here are the colors I like, here's what I'm thinking, and it's very clear.
Yeah.
You kind of know that, okay, they know what they want. And like, I know what I love, but I also know what my followers like
Right.
to buy.
Right.
Yeah.
And we are, like you said, like, I don't have the most, but I have very dedicated followers that
Very.
do
Yep.
buy, which is
Yeah.
great. And I always want to put out stuff that they're going to be happy buying and not feel like they got like
Yeah.
duped to, some partnership that I don't actually believe in. Everything I want to put out there, I want 100% to be something that I actually truly love and believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we're very
that.
thankful and honored to have collaborated with you. It was
Yes.
so awesome. I'm so excited for the
was
park.
so fun.
So much fun. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for the park slip to drop.
January
And-
17th.
Oh, January 17th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Saturday the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and tell everybody, I mean, most people probably know, but like where to find you, your site, your blog, and all that.
Sure. So our website is eringatesdesign.com, and on socials, it's Element Style, and the blog is Elements of Style
Yep.
blog.com, but you can find it through my design website too.
And then, wait, I actually have one last question that I forgot to
Yeah.
ask. If there are clients who want to work with you remotely, like you do work like,
Oh, tons.
okay.
Tons.
I feel like that's so good to know too, just for people who might be moving or looking for, I don't know, like
Yeah.
you can do it
Yeah,
all.
I had someone DM me like, "Oh, I wish I could hire you, but I'm in Ohio." I'm like,
No.
I
Yeah.
work everywhere. Like I have
Okay.
projects in Alabama and
Amazing.
South Dakota and California
Oh my
and
gosh.
all
All
over.
over.
So
Okay, great.
one thing COVID did was really hone everybody's ability to work remotely, even, because you were working remotely within our own neighborhoods. So,
Yep.
no, we do that a lot. I would say half our work is out of state.
Okay, great.
wow.
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
amazing.
happy to
Yeah.
know that. Yeah. Awesome. Well, this has been so much fun. I just
Thanks,
love working
guys.
with you, and I can't wait to see what is next and following
know.
along. Yeah.
too.
And
Thank
as
you.
we head into our drop with you and everything, all the other things that we're going to follow along with.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay
And
tuned. Yeah.
Thank you for being a great partner too, and
was so much
really
fun.
making this so easy and fun.
Yay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Erin.
So much fun
Yeah,
chatting.
so
Thanks,
much fun.
Erin.